and welcome back to Ventthis. I'm Chris McGarrian, along with my talented and handsome co-host Paul Roseberry. And our job today is to entertain you, make you laugh, hopefully not cry, and enlighten you with and share our very funny, hopefully wacky events. But before we get into all of that, we have a very, very special guest. He's a good friend of our engineer, Gary Epstein, and we're very, very happy to have him here. His name is Mike Guido, and let me tell you some facts about Mike. He's unbelievable.
Other than that is his real last name. We're not ripping on him.
Right. Mike
He's not Italian Mike, who we just bust his chops when he comes by.
Exactly.
It's really Mike Guido. Spelled like it sounds.
Yeah. He's not a Guido, he's Mike Guido.
Spelled like you would yell it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Mike is also like Paul, a stand-up comedian, stage performer, a speaker, and a dad. He's been on MTV shows, Showtime A&E, and on the special Dry Bar Comedy. And nowadays, his passion is the book he wrote, The Maria Effect, which is based on his highly acclaimed one-person show. And the book is an amazing, inspiring story of his experience with his daughter, Maria, who has severe and low-level autism. And according to Mike, Maria has, this will make me cry, Maria has made him a better dad, husband, and a human. And his one-man show is seen on many autism organizations, colleges, and schools. I really want to have a large, gigantic applause to Mike Guido, our special guest. Welcome, Mike. Mike Guido, woohoo! Hi, Mike. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you. I did all those things? That's incredible. Wow.
And you also have a copy of your book, which I ordered. Hasn't come yet from Amazon, and that's it's really kind of fuzzy.
If you get it right in front of your face, then like the outline feature, yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect.
The Maria Effect by Mike Guido. I love it. And that's your daughter, right? Picture of your daughter?
Yes, that's Maria.
I wasn't intentionally trying to cover your face as a joke. It's just that the blurring technology of Zoom, anytime you hold anything up, it has to think it's your face.
That's right.
Otherwise, it'll blur it.
Yep.
Another technology thing that I learned once we've started doing Zoom. I didn't really know that because I'm constantly, that's why my background isn't completely blurred, because I talk like an Italian like this, and I'm going like this, and I'm in and out of focus, and I look terrible. So thank you, Paul, for explaining that. But our first vent, I have to say, is one of my most favorite, because it's about, I'll let Mike get into it, but when you're on the phone and they put you on hold, and it might last for 17 to 20 minutes, and you want to kill yourself. Right, Mike? Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, first of all, the music they play while you're on hold, I believe, is deliberately designed to make you hang up. It's so awful. They're hoping you'll just have enough and just hang up because you can't take anymore. But the thing that really gets me is like, yeah, you're on hold. They're playing the terrible music, and then every couple minutes or less, you hear, your call is very important to us. Well, no, it isn't. If my call was important to you, you would be talking to me by now. And I'm like, so hire more people. Whatever you have to do, you should be answering my call, not telling me I'm important to you every 5 minutes for the next 37 minutes, you know?
And that message, your call is very important to us. That comes on after what, 6 minutes of waiting on the phone? And by that point, you know, you've already had your third drink and you're probably passed out on the couch because you're so tired of waiting. And it keeps coming. And then you think that the weird thing is you hear that kind of click and you're like, oh, and then it's the recording.
It's them again. Yeah, telling you that you're very important. They're lying through their teeth. You're not important to them at all. You don't even know if they're open at that point, you know?
Right.
Have you ever had somebody pick up at like the end of the loop, the music loop, and it makes you feel like, wait, were you just hanging out until
Yes.
the music ended? You know,
Yes.
like it's just too in sync. It's like I think you assume that I'm good, so you like painted your nails or something.
Or
I don't like when it's at the end of the loop.
or like I said, they're waiting as long as they can to see if the music will drive you crazy, so you'll hang up. So they
Yeah.
wait till the very last second. Okay, I guess they're not hanging up. Now I got to talk to them.
Yeah,
The,
100%.
the customer that's so important to us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you know, sometimes I'll get nuts like if I'm on hold, I'll try to find like the chat bot on their website at the same time. It's almost like being in line twice and you see which one picks up first. You know, but like if if they subbed it out to the Philippines or somewhere in Bangladesh, that chat can get
Okay.
real choppy. It can get
Yeah.
real choppy. It's the only decency, the only actual attempt at decency I see companies do is when you go through like one loop of hold at the most, and then they say, if you'd like a call back,
Yeah.
Yes.
if you'd like us to call, and I'm like, yes, that is exactly what I want. Thank you, God, for being halfway decent and considering us so I can do something else. But you miss that. You will do nothing to miss that call. You will jump over your dog. You will trip. I mean, that call is getting answered. The worst if you get enough on your mind and then you like forgot you did that and you're like, oh, some spam, skip. And then you see the voicemail. This was Sprint calling it, and like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. They
And
did what
that's
they said.
and that's if they call you back. I've had it happen a couple times where I never got the call they said I was going to get. And
Yeah.
it's really it's really frustrating if you're making a call to pay your bill and they
Yeah.
put you on hold and they're telling you your call is very important, and then you finally talk to a live human and you say, I want to make a payment. They'll go, well, there's a $15 convenience fee. Convenience fee to give them money. They charge you to give them money.
I
What?
Now, have you ever like I push back on that one pretty hard because I go, look, I have your money. I can get it to you right now. You're gonna have to waive that fee. Can you
Exactly.
waive that fee? If you can waive that fee, you can have the money now. If you don't waive the fee, then I got to go back to thinking about whether or not I want to pay you at all. And
Yeah.
a lot
Or
of times they say, all right, we'll give you a one-time promotional, not one time. How about every time I'm doing my part, which is, using your service at the premium you make profit on. What the
right.
hell are you talking about? I wouldn't have had to do this if you had a better website.
Yeah. And the thing is, how insulting is it that they call it a convenience fee? Like they're really doing us a favor,
Yeah.
making it very convenient, which they haven't done because they put you on hold for 37 minutes
Yeah.
to give them money. Are you kidding me?
unbelievable.
A
Yeah.
convenience fee.
Mike,
Yeah.
I have hated that term. Anytime you go to buy tickets for any sort of event and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe just how much the tickets are. All right, fine, I'll get a couple. And then you
Yeah.
find out at the end, and they time it right because you got to go through, you got to pick your tickets, then you got to create a login, you got to give
Oh,
them all your info, you got to enter your credit card, and then at the end on the final page, then they give you the final total, and you're like, no. You know that I would have logged out if there was a 30% convenience fee.
That's right.
Absolutely not. But I'll tell you, I did kind of find. You want to talk about this convenience fee? So I'm a frugal guy. Sometimes if I'm buying tickets for a show that's near enough to me, like a play, where I'm not going to go to the Hollywood Bowl box office, that's out of the way, but I can shoot over to like Hollywood Boulevard if I'm going to go to Pantages or something like that. You just walk right up. It's easy. When I lived in New York, you can go right up to the box office. And one day, I was buying last year or the year before, I was buying tickets for my wife and I to go see the Nutcracker. So tickets were $75 each, $150. All right, fine, whatever. You're going to a show, who cares? But I couldn't, I just needed to see where they were on the screen. So I still had to use my phone, right? To like look at the like layout to make sure I was getting decent tickets. Somehow
Yeah.
I noticed in the flash of the screen before I hit the second ticket that it showed $50 and then it jumped to 75. And I said, hey, did I miss something? My screen, I swear it said $50 and then it showed 75. And she goes, oh, that was if you just bought one ticket.
Oh,
I go, what?
Dang. What?
Swear to God. She goes, no, no, tickets are cheaper if you buy one because they figure you're alone and it's harder to sell tickets to someone who's going to an event by themselves. I swear to God, the ticket was $50.
Oh,
And I said, well, hold on. I said, can I just buy two individual tickets? And she was like, well, no, you're going. And I go, no, hold on. Wait, what if I
right.
buy one ticket right now? And then I walk over there and I take my jacket off and then I walk back over here and I buy another ticket. And she goes, well, it's kind of, she goes, it's going to, the credit card. I go, I have a debit card and a credit card. I have no problem. I'll do one on each. And she's like,
Right.
all right. And I'm like, what do you mean, all right? Like this coming out of your pocket? Is this your dad's theater? Like, what do you care? What do you care? And I
Your
got the two
dad's
tickets
theater.
side by side, $50 each for $100 instead of 150. And I didn't pay that convenience fee because I went there in person. So
Wow.
word to the
Yeah.
wise, if you're ever cheap enough to go to the venue and buy the tickets in person, start off with one at a time.
but wait, do they tell you? Because I don't really buy a lot of stuff online, like tickets and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I mean, do they tell you there's a convenience fee, or do they kind of
Yeah.
sneak that in? I don't think I've ever heard. Oh, by the way, we're charging you a convenience fee. They do.
Yeah.
They tell
Once,
you. Okay.
as far as paying a bill, it's not until you say, I'm going to pay my bill. And they say, oh, how much do you want to pay today? And you'll say, the whatever's due, 57.43. And they'll say, okay, 57.43 plus the $15 convenience fee. So today you're making a payment. Wait, what? That's when they say it. They just slip it in there, and they hope you don't catch it. And you're just
Wow.
like, because you're already brain dead from listening to the terrible music, they figure that we can just slip that in there. You're not going to catch it. Because if you're stupid enough to stay on there for 31 minutes listening to that terrible elevator music, they probably figure you're not going to catch them trying to sneak in the
But
convenience fee.
They probably figure you
yeah,
don't value your time. Your time is worth nothing. So is your money. So they're just gonna reach
Right.
in and take whatever,
but
whatever you don't stop them from taking.
but
Unless they
here's the
have you at
thing.
a
Open your
weak
wallet.
moment. Yeah.
Yes.
But here's the thing. The reason, and yes, they probably think I'm a complete moron because I'm on that phone for an hour and a half, and I have been on the phone forever. But I'm so afraid of not getting the call back. Like Paul, you mentioned that, and I have not gotten the call back
Oh,
after, then you're like, oh my God, I got to do this again. You know what I mean? So you're like hostage. You're being held hostage by whatever company. It's so that's why I stay on that phone for an hour and a half, or 3 hours and set up shop on my couch until somebody picks up.
Yeah,
It's
because
terrible.
the people who are going to keep you on hold with terrible music and charge you $15 convenience fee, I can't trust them to call me back if they say
Right.
so.
no.
'Cause-
Exactly.
When T-Mobile calls me back, I should say T-Mobile. I know Sprint did it. Now that they're the same, I think they both do it. When they call you back, they buffer the time between. They kind of assume an operator will be available shortly. You still wait a minute, not that long, but a little bit, and they sneak in an ad where they're like, "Thank you
Really.
for calling T-Mobile, America's largest network, which is now offering a free." And they
Jesus.
pitch you something, and it's like, "Wait, you buffered in more time to pitch me something
yeah,
because you could, because you just could."
because they
It's
got you. They got you where they want you, and you can't go away. Yeah,
I can't believe,
when,
Paul,
it's
you remembered
hideous,
that
man.
commercial. Jeez.
well, I'll tell you, I don't know if I've talked about it on here before, but I'll never forget the time I was talking. I finally get through to a rep for T-Mobile, and the guy was in the Philippines. No big deal, whatever. Who cares? But we're in the car and we're on Bluetooth, and it's a pretty good connection. I think, but I hear this sound, and it catches my ear, And then I'm like, nah, that must have just been a scratchy service. And then I hear it again. And I say to the guy, was that a rooster? And he was like, oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, Mr. Roseberry. We are in the Philippines, and it is very common that people have roosters in their home. And because of COVID, we now work from our home. So you will commonly hear a rooster in the background. Is it? And
No
I'm like,
way.
yeah. He's like, is it any kind of a problem or so? And I'm like, no. Hey, I don't have a rooster. Have a dozen. I don't care. Good for you. And I'm looking at my
Oh,
wife like
wow.
I couldn't believe. I said, "You heard that? You heard he just said yes. There was a rooster on the line." And that was what I said to him. I said, "I'm not mad. I just wanted to know that that was a rooster and I'm not crazy." And he goes, "Oh no, Mr. Roseberry, you are
Well, you are crazy a little bit,
a
but
little
that's
How
bit."
beside
far
the
do they
point.
take that? Was that a rooster? Next call. Was that a llama? Wait a minute. What, was that a pig?
Something spit. Was it
Was that a
was that your
porpoise?
sister?
Yeah.
No, we do not have llamas here, but it is very common that our women spit very strong.
You're lucky
And
he
I'm
didn't
thinking,
get pissed off and say, how dare you call me a rooster?
yeah,
You're lucky
my
the guy
wife,
didn't like hang up on you.
my wife yawning.
Yeah.
It sounded like the guy was happy to share that info with you, Paul. Like, oh yeah,
Sweetest people.
I got
Sweetest
roosters all
people.
over me right now.
Yeah, the Philippines and I don't know some other Asian spots that I've landed in. Sweetest people, like it's so nice. Good? No, pretty bad at any sort of help, but well intended and
Yeah,
sincere. And I think
right.
to your point with like the music, there's an alter intention here. I think that they're hoping that if they hire people who are untrained, they put no money into their skills, but they're really kind. You're like, well, I can't be pissed off at the buoy over here. I guess I'll just pay extra for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? I guess I'll just have two extra lines and they won't work because
Yep.
he's too kind. Yes, that's it
That's
for today. Yeah,
yep.
Gary,
Yeah.
poor English skills. I wonder if that's part of their plan, like annoying music, poor English skills, and unnecessary politeness. That's the
Well,
trifecta for reducing call time.
have you ever you've been on a call and it's shipped out to the Philippines or somewhere, and the accent is really, really, really thick, and you're
Yes.
having a hard time understanding, but you don't want to say that because that's not, you don't want to, offend anybody or anything.
Yeah.
So they go through this whole thing. You haven't really gotten a word of it, but then you go, okay,
Then
and you
they
don't even
send
know what
you
you
a
said okay
tablet with
to.
a new line.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you're kind, Mike. I have said, I'm so sorry. And I grew up, hey, we've all have immigrant families and all of that kind of stuff. And I said, I'm really sorry. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm really sorry. Could you repeat that? And then they talk even slower, and you're like, this is going nowhere.
Yeah, not the llama. Can you hold the phone to your mouth?
Yeah. It doesn't take much, Mike, to fire up Paul. You never want to get on the other end of a phone call or shopping or anything with Paul. The slightest thing will make him go insane.
I've said, yeah,
It's funny.
Yeah.
I've gotten worked up, but I also give people big credit.
Yeah, you
I'm the
do.
guy. I get so pissed off. I don't know if you've ever done this, Mike. I feel like maybe you might have been there. You ever get so mad at someone that like on the phone customer service where you clarify like four times in the call, look,
Oh, yeah.
you seem really nice. You seem great. Your company is the worst. You should quit today. I hope it all burns to the ground tonight. If I were nearer, I would. But you seem honestly like a great person. This is in no way a reflection of you. Your boss should be fired. But I just need a little more help. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
but you
Or
really want that person to come away. Like you seem really sincere. I've recommended people quit. I've told people, you seem too nice and too good for this job.
That's
Honestly, I
Paul.
can tell I'm a good judge of character. You should quit today. Better things are ahead for you. This company's trash. You work at a dumpster and better things will come if you walk out right now. I don't know why you do this to yourself.
Well, the other side of that, and you're right. I felt that way too. But the other side of that is when they are trained and so locked into their talking points they can't go off that.
Yeah.
And you're asking them for some specific information, and they just regurgitate something. Well, that's our policy, and something ridiculous. And that's when I want to pull my hair out
Yeah.
and scream, because they're not answering my question because they don't know how. They haven't been trained. They're only trained to say these certain things.
Yeah.
That's right.
When the customer says this, you state, that's not our policy, or you state, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that, or you state, or just repeat what you've been saying all along. Yeah, that's the frustrating part for me.
You say, I'm sorry, I can't talk any longer. I'm having a heart attack. Oh, did you want that phone number one more time? 1-800?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Well,
Yeah.
if you are having a heart attack, you might be interested in our new special this month where you actually are able to reach 911.
That's
They
exactly
tell you,
right.
actually, you're no longer qualified for life insurance.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly right. All right. Well, on that note, to move on to the next vent, we need
Good.
Loretta. Yeah. What, Paul?
I was going to say we should actually play some hold music in the edit.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's go, Loretta.
I met this girl in a bookstore and we hit it off. She asked me if, on our first date, we could meet at Dairy Queen for ice cream. I'm dairy intolerant.
Oh.
If I eat ice cream, my next date will be the toilet. I can't say no, because she loves Dairy Queen, and I don't want her to think I'm lame. I'm also allergic to dogs, and she has a Maltese. Can somebody help?
Oh.
Speak up. those,
Yeah.
those are pretty common things in the world today. I'm sorry. Just say, hey, I'm dairy intolerant, or I'm queen intolerant, Dairy Queen. A lot of people are these days, gluten-free, dairy, and dogs. I mean, it's not a slight to anybody. It's not an offense. That's how you're wired. That's how your body is. So I think, what was her name again? The caller?
I don't
The
think she
person?
gave a
Well,
name.
this was the guy.
Oh.
This was the guy.
Oh, the guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He met a girl at the bookstore.
Oh.
So this is allegedly a man. Allegedly.
Oh, here we go,
Sorry.
Paul. Paul with the conspiracy theories.
No, not conspiracy, but like as Mike said, speak up, dude. This is never going to end for you. If you can't mention that the one place she threw out there, she didn't say, "Hey, I'd love to meet you if you're willing to go on the only place where I date men on this planet and the only place I eat every day."
Dairy Queen.
Come on. Of course she's down to go anywhere. Like she's down to see you. And all humor aside, I would like to point out for this person, Maltese dogs are hypoallergenic. So they don't shed. So he should look into this. Maybe he already has, and he's just allergic to dander beyond dander. But some dogs, he might be good on the Maltese because they don't, like I said, they're really good for people with allergies. But if you can't be around dogs at all, this might be Darwin's way of telling you we don't need you in the dating pool. We don't need your genes continuing. She could go meet a good dairy processing dog man. And she reads books, like she's hitting it out of the park. She's got good, strong blood. You're over here.
Yeah,
just
and also
hanging by
think
a
of
thread.
what's her criteria. The bar is really low, dude. She's happy if you take her to where? Dairy Queen.
Wow.
If you take her to Yogurtland, dude, you're in. Just stop it. But the ball's in your court, buddy. You're the one with You're the one with the allergies. She needs to change for you, not you for her. And I'm sorry, this whole Dairy Queen thing.
Wait,
I mean, you
Mike.
can't think of another place. Have you heard of McDonald's or anything?
But
What?
Mike, you're saying she has to change for you? You want her to give up her dog to the adoption center?
Yeah.
No,
Ah.
but she has to
Trade it for the ice
understand
cream.
his allergy and make adjustments. Like, I don't know what to do there specifically, but you don't have to be ashamed or whatever about having an allergy to dogs. It's
Okay.
a lot of people do. So just say, "Hey, your dog. I'm sorry, I'm allergic to dogs," and then the ball's in her court. So do you want to go on a date or not? Or are you done with me because I'm allergic to dogs? Okay, I'll see you
You,
not at Dairy Queen.
where I thought you were going to go, Mike, is that he's not realizing how amazing it is in 2025 that a girl said yes to a date with a guy and her recommendation is going to cost about $17. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like net all in for both. Like how much is a Dairy Queen ice cream? $8?
No.
A drink at a bar anywhere is $25 a drink. You have two of those and then you order an appetizer, some cauliflower junk you don't even want to eat. You're out $100 before you even remember her name. Like
Yeah.
Dairy Queen chick, this is great. I say go on the date, order nothing, or just they've got to have something. Maybe get like a Diet Coke or something. Just get something, even if it's not something you'd normally have. A regular Coke. Don't be a total. And then when she goes, oh, just say, well, I would just as a gentleman, you was your suggestion. I wanted to get you something you'd like. I love that it's under $10, and you know. And I'm a gentleman. I'm chivalrous. My needs can come second to yours on this level this early. So you know that I'm a team player. And then find out if you really like her. And if you do, the dog thing, talk to your doctor. You can get pills or something.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
also,
huh?
go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no, I was going to
Sorry.
say, because otherwise, I mean, she's not going to get rid of the dog, and even if she
Right.
puts it in the other room, it's still going to be,
Yeah.
scents in the room.
I got to give you the woman's perspective.
What do you got, Chrissy?
Okay?
You know a
Yeah.
woman?
What? Here's the woman's perspective. You go to Dairy Queen and you eat the ice cream. You say nothing. You suck it up. You eat the ice cream. You pet the dog, and then
Oh,
if something should happen, it's like, whoa, is there a men's room? And then you're gone for like 10 minutes. She wonders what's going on. You come back and say, look, I'm highly allergic to dairy. I mean, I can't eat dairy. She'd be like, oh my God, you had an ice cream and you're still dairy allergic, whatever they call it. Yes. Oh, I think we should go out again. I think you're an absolute wonderful guy. Let's do it. And if he
First of
starts
all,
sneezing,
go
and
ahead.
he says, "Yeah, I'm allergic to dogs, but I think you're adorable," and I'd fall in love with the guy right there.
Yeah, I could see that too, but first of all, so the dog's on the date going to Dairy Queen too? I mean, but the thing is, in the very beginning, if I'm on the phone or in person with a woman and I ask her out and I say, "Hey, where would you like to go? What would be like top of your list where to go on a date?" And she says Dairy Queen, I say, "Well, I only have 12 minutes to live. I really, so I won't be able to do it." But if that's what she picks, Dairy Queen, you know, um, that's a red flag right there. I mean,
wait. You would be upset that she chose Dairy Queen?
not upset, but I question like that's her top of the line choice to go out like for dinner or something. Dairy
Well,
Queen.
okay, so I work as a matchmaker during the day. And I put together a lot of dates, and I've had a lot of people. There's two sides of this coin, Mike, and you're clearly on one. It's 50-50 down the middle. Some people say, I want to go to dinner because I want to meet this person. I want to spend some time. I want to get to know, you know what I mean? Especially when they're paying big bucks to meet somebody, they want to stretch the date out. Then there's other people who go, I would never meet for dinner for a first date because what if I don't like them? Then I'm stuck for 90 minutes while I wait, we order, you know what I mean? So on the
Yeah.
other side, she's just on the brevity. Like, what if this isn't a good match? Then she's giving you an out, she's
Right.
got an out. But
Okay.
I did want to say, Chrissy, I couldn't help but picture like a something about Mary sort of comedy in what you described, because you said just suck it up, go on the date, and deal with both allergies head on. Now, to be clear, he said if he eats ice cream, his next date is with the bathroom. So he does what you say. He eats a big old Dairy Queen, just a king size queen of ice cream, and the whole
gonna do
time
that.
from there on in, he's smiling at her, he's talking, but his gut is bubbling. It's bubbling up, and it's danger. It's real danger, and he's trying to hold it back. And the date continues to go well. She goes, well, listen, I don't mean to be forward, but you seem great. You want to come back to my place for a little bit? We'll hang out. And he goes, that would be great. And as soon as he walks in, as he's been holding back this bubble gut, the dog dander hits him in the nose and he sneezes so hard that he
No, no, no.
blasts out the back of his pants. And
Oh,
now he's sneezed everywhere in the front. He's got mud all over the place. And
oh,
he's a complete train wreck. And what would have been, he was on course for a great night and he's doubled down 0 for 2. And he definitely has to leave. Whether she's going to ask him or he needs a whole new outfit, the night is over. So just to be clear, Chrissy, you were going with the power through it, but I want to offer that to our listener. That's a very real possibility.
I get your
Paul.
point, Chris, about sometimes people don't want to spend a whole lot of time with this first date thing. So that was coming from a guy like me who just celebrated his 36th wedding anniversary. So I have no clue, So, um, yeah, but that scenario you just painted, Paul, I think I need to go to the bathroom right now.
To be considered. It's do not include coffee, whatever you do. Then it just amplifies the whole situation. Don't have mocha ice cream. You're gonna have real problems.
That's Paul. Mike, he takes everything to another level. Like his pants are going to blow off because he has to go to the bathroom.
Oh, right in the
Jesus.
back.
Love it. I love it.
Splatter all
Very
over the wall.
descriptive. It's clear. I can visualize
Yeah.
what you were saying, Paul, describing very clearly.
Why, thank you.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
actually.
and it's a tragedy. And I hope that our listener visualizes that whole A to Z before Chrissy sends him on this power train of just get through it. And then he writes to us
Yeah.
again. What happens when you listen to your favorite podcast and they give you the worst advice ever, and then you shit yourself in front of the woman you decided you loved at Dairy Queen, and her dog bites you because you sneezed too loud and scared him, and now you have
Now you're being-
rabies?
And now you're being sued for poop abuse.
That's it. That's it. But at the same time, the humorist in me would love to hear that go that way. So maybe do
Yeah.
it, Chrissy.
Venter, write us back. Tell if
Same
you
here.
had any
Let us know
problems.
how that goes, buddy.
Yeah, do it.
We're
Okay.
here for you. We get another vent from a woman. How come you can't take a guy to Dairy Queen anymore without him shitting all over your walls when he comes?
Okay, it's time for the next vent. Please, Gary, somebody give us a next vent. Loretta.
Have you guys on Ventthis heard of having a dog room? That's right. My good friend built a dog room with plush carpeting, almost like a second bedroom, where the dog gets to sleep anywhere he wants. If you want to go into the room, you must take off your shoes so you don't bring in outside dirt. I swear people are getting nuttier and nuttier.
Wow. Chris, is that your voice reading those?
No, it's
Oh.
not. We have a reader, Loretta. She reads all our
Because-
vents.
I got a full disclosure here. The first one, I said it was a gal because I just heard the woman's voice and I was assuming it was the actual person and I didn't know it was a reader. So
Yeah.
my bad.
No,
Mike,
it's
we're
okay.
like 90 episodes in, and I still do that sometimes. I still assume if they haven't prominently described who's the male and the female, I will actually default to the listener as a woman because it was a woman's voice. And half the time it's not. But so
Yeah, we
Okay.
should. Yeah.
you're not alone on that.
Yeah, our
Although
venters
now
should.
I-
Yeah, say, are you a man or a woman? Yeah.
Now I've lost the premise. There's a dog room that you have to take your shoes off to go in or
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody built a dog room specially for the dog. It's got plush carpeting. I'm sure it's got a bed, a couch, all things dog loves. And if you want to go and see the dog, I'm sure he goes out and whatever, but he's got his own bedroom. You got to take your shoes off because you might bring dirt into the dog room when the dog goes outside to do his business and gets. I don't get it. I
yeah.
don't get it.
Well, maybe that's a good idea for the last venter who, after he goes to Dairy Queen, can just go into the dog room and do his business where the dog does it. Maybe.
Yeah, it's.
Worst case, you use the dog as a sponge. We'll just leave that there.
Oh,
Oh,
see,
boy.
Mike,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
telling you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he'll just go to another place. No, but
Listen,
I love dogs. I love dogs. And if I had
yeah.
money like that, like expendable money, I'd make a dog room so he'd have his own little place to play with his toys. I just don't know anybody who would have a dog room.
But the other side is the dog wants to be with you.
Yeah.
What is, do you put the dog, does the dog go in the dog room and you close the door and he has, time to himself to contemplate the universe and maybe read a good book and
Yeah.
have a, glass of red wine? Or why is the dog going to a room anyway? I mean, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
How repulsive are you as an individual that even a dog who's a pack animal by nature, by thousands of years of lineage, wants to be near its family and is like, can I have my own room? Can I
Yeah.
just, can we make an expansion? The money that people spend on their dogs now. I grew up in the era of free dogs. You know what I mean? You just go get one from the pound. You feel like a hero because you saved his life. Like it was a
Yeah.
lot different. What kind of dog? I don't know. It's a mutt. The hell are you talking? What do you mean? What kind? Now people are getting second bedrooms or additional bedrooms, whatever. I've seen here in LA, we have dog restaurants.
What do you
Have you
mean?
seen these? Like
What?
they're not like sit down, but it's like I forget the name. I don't even want to plug them. I hate these people. But it's like an actual on Ventura Boulevard here in the Valley,
Yep.
retail space where it's a kitchen almost like a Chipotle. Like you go in and there's a counter. It's all stainless steel. They're making masses of food there, and it's just food for dogs. I think it's actually called Just for Dogs. I will plug it. That's what it's called, Just for Dogs, and. And it just disturbs me on such a level that there's an entire restaurant with staff of people who make food, and it's not cheap. This is not Alpo. This is people grade, people cost, meaning they probably spend more than I do on my food. And I just remember, I'm not this bleeding heart charity guy, but when I was a kid, my parents would say, finish what's on your plate. Kids in
The rest
Africa
of the
are
dog.
starving.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man. And I even understood the logistics. You're not going to send half a cheese sandwich to Africa. It would spoil. It doesn't even make sense. But I knew the principle. Don't be gluttonous because kids don't have any. Now there's dogs eating better than people, and we still have starving kids in Africa. Like, this is sick.
But
This
wait,
is sick.
Paul, do they have, you're telling me you bring your dog in there, there's a table, he sits down, there's like,
No. I don't think it's like that. No, but it's a place where you go and you would order just like you ever go to like Just Salad? It looks just like Just Salad, where you walk in and there's a counter and there's a menu up here and you order what you want and then they give you take home food
My
just for
goodness.
your dog.
wow. So it's
It's
not a
like
restaurant,
someone,
it's a takeout.
What?
yeah, someone will say to you, "Oh, do you ever take your dog to that dog restaurant?" And you go, "Oh, no." And they'll go, "What's the matter? Don't you love him?"
Yeah. Uh,
Is that what it's come to now?
I know,
I mean,
a
totally.
dog will eat a dead pigeon. You know what I mean? They don't need this kind of luxury. Like it's not. We give our dog, we get Science Diet because it sounds good, Science Diet, and they had Betty White as their spokesrep for the longest time. If I can't trust Betty White, I don't want to live anymore. You know what I mean? I'm over it. I don't trust the world. I'm going to trust Betty White with my dog's food. And it's probably ground up bone, but that's what they like anyway. So who cares? Whatever.
You know,
you're
she's,
you're gonna trust the company that paid Betty White a lot of money to tell you that your dog should eat this food.
yeah. And by the way, she's not
Isn't that
alive
what it comes
anymore.
down to? You're right. It really is. And it's not that Betty White has to like it. Like you're saying for the money, Betty White just has to not be diametrically opposed in her soul to pinning her face to this.
Paul,
It's a pretty wide gate there,
It's a
Paul.
pretty wide
Paul,
gap.
if
It's a
I
pretty
said
wide
to you,
gap, Mike.
if I
That's a good
said to
call.
you, Paul, I'm going to give you $1 million, drive up and down in your neighborhood naked so everybody can see you.
$1 million.
Yes.
Wait,
No
driving
problem. I had
what?
a dream I did that 2 nights ago. What are you talking about?
What?
I had
Jesus.
a dream I did it on the set for a commercial and I got cast.
Okay. Paul
What's
has
your
no
point, though?
bars.
Hold on. What's your point? Because I don't even see the issue there.
I'm going with what Mike was saying. You're going to buy dog food because Betty White sponsored it or what got paid for it,
Yeah.
and probably a few $1 million. and you're basing it on that. That's what I'm saying. And the money talks is what I'm trying to say.
But are you asking me if there is a product that I would not endorse for the right amount of money because I would
Yes.
feel as a human like I couldn't sleep at night?
Yes. Don't
For
you
the
see?
sake of
You're
time on this
hesitating.
podcast, I don't know what product that would be, and I don't know what
Yeah.
the cap would be preventing me. But I suppose it's sort of an inverse relationship that if the product goes down but the money goes up, we're probably still on. I
Yeah.
don't know what the threshold is of
Well,
like Soylent
you
Green for 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't know where
you
the
probably wouldn't do a commercial for Dog Rooms or Us.
you know what it would. Yeah, it would have to be a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Crazy. I think that's all our events. I think that's all three, right? Yeah. Wow, we're done. I can't believe it. It went by so fast. Mike, you're a joy. It's so fun. You have to come
Oh,
back. Will you
Yeah.
come
I'd love
back?
to.
Oh, good. Oh,
I
good.
don't know.
Wait till we find out his rate, though. He's going to say, to do that show again, you know what I would have to charge to feel right in my soul
Me.
about endorsing that sort of entertainment?
I wouldn't be here at all if it wasn't for Gary. So,
Oh, our lovable Gary.
and
Wait, Gary's your
seriously,
dad?
What, Paul?
wait, what?
What'd you say?
He said he wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for Gary. I figured that meant Gary's his dad. That's,
See what I mean? See how Paul takes it to a whole other level?
I
That's
just,
fine. Paul, that's how I raised. I'm a girl dad, five daughters,
too.
and I raised them to
Wow.
do exactly that. Well, let me give you an example. My daughter Teresa, at
You
our
keep
house.
bouncing. He keeps bouncing his
Oh,
camera.
sorry, I was
5
shaking
girls will
the
do
table.
that to you.
Um, she was leaving the house. She was going to go out the garage door, and I said, "Hey, don't you use the garage door to go out all the time? It's going to wear out." Without skipping a beat at all, she goes, "Well, you're wearing out. It's not like we don't use you."
Oh
And
my
I
God, I
fell on
love
the
it.
floor laughing, and it was a proud dad moment because that's how I
That's a
raised
proud
her.
dad moment.
It
It
is.
Wow.
was.
That's
That's how
that-
I raised her. You
that's a
know,
great response.
As a dad and a comic,
Yeah.
right?
Bert Kreischer would pay you 100 grand for that joke because
Please.
Isla has never said any of the things he claims that she says every day on every special.
We critique each other in my family on
love it.
comebacks or if you said this, it would have been funny. All the time.
That's great.
All
That's
the time.
great.
Five girls. I'm on my first with she's 8 months today, and
Yay.
I'm
Good.
I'm learning. I'm on page 1, maybe page
Yeah.
2 of chapter 1. But
Yeah. It's a
You
great
just
journey.
don't know what you don't know at this point.
how about
Yeah.
that?
But I'll tell you one thing, Paul. When they get to be 3, 4, 5 years old, daddy is the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
love
know?
it, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A matter of fact, when I would come home from a trip or something and my daughter didn't run up to me and hug me and all, I would look at my wife and go, "Hey, we got to make a new one. This one's ruined."
hey, at least
Hence the 5 of them. That's funny.
Yeah.
the process is fun.
That's
to
true.
that.
Well, this has been great. And thank you, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, you're a lot of fun.
You're a
That
lot
was
of
great.
fun. And,
Well,
the
thanks.
usual.
Truth be known, I really enjoyed it. I had a ball. Thank you.
Good. You'll have to definitely come back for sure.
Yeah.
And for our listeners, please call us at 818-570-2535. Leave us a vent. We're going to put it on the air. We're going to listen to your voice. It'll be fun.
If it's good, if it's
Yeah.
not, just let them know we're exclusive. We are exclusive. We don't just take every vent. Some people, you got to be of a high caliber to be on the Ventthis. This isn't our first episode. We've come a long way. You got to
Yeah.
work
That's
hard.
true.
You come to
If
us
you
with your
can't-
A game.
Right. If
Otherwise,
you
our
can't-
sister channel Vent That. No one cares.
If you can't top an aversion to Dairy Queen and dog rooms, just stay home.
Stay
Stop it.
home, baby. Same for you. Stay home with that bubble gut.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, thank you all. And, watch us on YouTube. Make sure you give us a thumbs up that you like us, subscribe to us. And, and Mike, you were going to mention something about something. Remember you said I want to,
Sounds really poignant.
I
Yeah.
know.
Sounds like it
Sorry.
made an impression on you,
Oh,
Chrissy.
No.
that I'm not really doing many live comedy shows these days unless a incredible can't say no opportunity comes along. But you can hear me all over the place,
Oh, yeah.
all kind of streaming services like Sirius XM and Spotify, and a lot of them I don't even remember what the names of them are. I went with this company, this outfit that got me out to all those things. So look for me out there, streaming people.
We will.
Hey,
We
did
will.
you mention Dry Bar also?
Yeah,
So
I
is
did a
that
dry bar.
so like a Dry Bar special? Could they go on YouTube and find you? If they look up Mike
Yeah,
Guido.
actually, yeah. Yeah, my dry bar, I should know exactly how to get to it, shouldn't I?
We're there.
But I think drybar.com, I mean, that's a good place to start, probably. And just off the top of my head,
No.
Fair enough.
feel I know stuff. It's incredible.
I know.
Five
Yeah,
daughters.
look for Mike Guido, Guido. It's my real name, so shut up.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Awesome. All
See
right.
you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.